And welcome back, kids. Looks like last time we were dealing with Kate, she was in some pretty grim circumstances. Let's tune in.
I considered putting a bullet in your head while you were unconscious.
Why didn't you?
Too easy for you. After all the grief you've caused us, it's not enough simply to let you die in your sleep.
Director, there's a call. There's an urgent telephone call for you.
I see. Start the mechanism.
Do it yourself.
Start the mechanism.
Welcome to the Manhandler, ARM's latest all-purpose death trap and automated torture device. Let's take a look at what today's victim has in store, shall we? Man Crate. That's right, folks. The victim is about to become a living block of human misery. The perfect punishment for all those naughty boys and girls who need a reminder of how completely and utterly insignificant they are. The procedure is even 65% reversible, which means you can reward your man crates for good behavior by turning them into pale, quivering shadows of their former selves. Heat up the griddle and get your spatulas ready. We're making man cakes. How about a bowl of chunky Manhattan-style man chowder? Mamma mia! It looks like today's victim is in for maximum punishment. Get ready for the main course, ladies and gentlemen. We're having spaghetti with man sauce.
Ooh.
First, the victim will face the crushing agony of the mighty tenderizers. Next up are the howling saw blades, followed by the infernal flame jets, and leading finally to the swirling agony of the man blender. This will be the first time the man blender has been used at its highest setting. There's a lot of anticipation in the air today, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's manhandle.
Huzzah! Oh geez, 3 rounds. Follow the ammunition.
Richards, take Mulroy and go help secure the power station. Wait, got it. Can't afford to let her get in there.
Whoa. Search before you even hit the ground. Have a closer look at the old manhandler here. Kiosk invasion plan. We have completed our tactical analysis of the kiosk situation and determined the following. Part 1, arrival. There is only one way onto the island by sea. Through a cave that climbs from a tiny beach on the western coast of the cliffs above. This is a treacherous route, but with super soldiers advancing ahead of us, we will slice through any defenses we encounter. The super secret submarine should also be able to pull up alongside the beach for easy disembarkation. I guess by the music cues we're possibly in Japan? Who knows? What do we have? Destroy the generator, recover harms in finishing time. Yep. So we can hit mainframe.
I see you.
Well, we'll humor them for their time.
Enjoy this.
It just doesn't feel.
Papa?
It just doesn't feel right. We'll just let him follow around a bit.
Hey. Payback time.
Barrels of artificial lava. Oh, looks like it's the director's office. Mother?
Get over here. Take what's coming to you.
Hey, Eunice. I haven't been able to reach you on the phone since yesterday afternoon, so I'm forced to write instead. I spoke with Uncle Winston today. He's feeling much better after passing the kidney stone. The doctor said it was as big as a Hope diamond. I'm sure he'd appreciate a call from his favorite nephew. I suppose that's too much to ask. Yo, Mother! I ran into Shirley Butter at the club last night. She had some very intriguing news about Felicia. It seems her husband, that dreadful bore from Edinburgh, hung himself in the cellar last month, which means Felicia's single again. I know you've always found her rather homely, but you haven't seen her since her and dental surgery. Her surfboards are much less prominent. And she can't even... my God. Poor guys. Where would you even keep it? Little koi fish in there?
I don't... Screenwriter's nephew. He'd better end up on the cutting room floor or you'll be hearing from my agent. Yes, Bernard, I realize that. But he's dreadful. Have you seen the dailies? He keeps looking at the camera. I only agreed to do this picture because you begged me. You begged me, Bernard. I was up for a part in the Italian job, but I turned it down for you. I could be working with Michael Caine, a no coward. Instead, I'm stuck with Terence Bloody Sloggins, the bloody screenwriter's bloody nephew. Goodbye, Bernard. I'm hanging up on you now.
Was that an Easter egg? It was very fourth wall breaking. Oh, we're back to the crate.
For every minute that Miss Archer remains at large, we will be deducting 1 full day's salary from your paycheck.
Left or right, left or right, left or right. The way that doesn't point towards the objective seems like the way to go, yeah? Well, we scored ourselves a katana. Chaos Invasion Plan Part 2 Attack. Historically, the inhabitants of Chaos have been able to rely on overwhelming tactical advantage afforded by the island's unforgiving terrain. No conventional invasion force has ever come close to making the long, treacherous climb from shore. All the defenders have to do is pour boiling oil down the stairwell, and the assault is over. Our super soldiers will render any such tactics useless and allow us to quickly crush any organized resistance. Confidential, director's eyes only. Revised PR plan, print. Starting in May, we'll be running full-page ads in Criminality Monthly and Maximum Villain Magazine. We've already got gunpoint interviews scheduled for several European newspapers, as well as a batch of death threats and extortion letters for the US press. We'll be submitting our radio and television PR schedules separately. We've got some XP to spend. Now's probably a good time to have more health, and that's all I can get. Ugh, love that holster animation. Sadly, it doesn't look like artificial love will explode. Mind you, it is artificial after all. Personal hygiene and job performance ratings. Body cavity searches are mandatory for secret base re-entry. Protective headgear must be worn at all times. Spread evil, not body odor. Any antifungal foot spray will be issued next week. Non-compliance will result in immediate execution. Weapon inspection next week. I'm very surprised I don't have a little picture of Kate up. Please don't tell me you're slipping into another one of your reclusive phases. I can't stand it when you're all emotionally unavailable. It's times like these that I think I'm better off getting myself a sheepdog better than a son. Dogs are stupid and unhygienic, but at least they show some appreciation. Your mother. P.S. Aunt Phyllis sends her love. Yes, silenced.
Director, your mother is holding on line 2.
Fiscal year objectives. Expand secret underground lair. Overtake at least 3 more small countries. 50% completion of the ultimate doomsday device. Not 3, huh? Huh? Plan a better company Christmas party. Kill Kate Archer. You will be quizzed on surveillance photos and personal profile. Nice shots, I will say, of the young girl. Radio. Our radio PR plan, our radio schedule is a little lighter than last year, but we've got a couple of exciting events planned. The first is a guest appearance we've arranged for you on the Mark Mulroy talk show. You'll need to bring along a firearm to get word in edgewise, but it should be a good exposure. Also, we've just acquired Kerm radio station in Anaheim. The new format will be surf music with subliminal messages. Okay, what do we got? As soon as this stuff goes up, teacher today is First Class Assistant Henchman Jones. Quiz today. What do you do when the automatic self-destructive system has been activated? Essay form, please. Homework. Memorize pages 16 through 147 of your official harm manual. Evil dioramas are due tomorrow.
Hey there, Klaus. How's it going?
Fine, thank you. And yourself?
Just hunting for that spy. Don't want my pay getting docked.
I should probably be helping, but I'm feeling a little unmotivated just now.
Really? What's the matter?
The director's motivational techniques don't really inspire me. I have some rebellious tendencies in my nature that make me become somewhat resentful when I'm threatened or demeaned.
I hear ya. But sometimes you gotta swallow your pride.
True, but I also think it's important to stand up for your principles. If I hunt for the spy as ordered, under threat of salary deductions, I am sending a message that punitive management practices are acceptable.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but that's the way all these villain outfits are run.
Listen.
Most of these guys have no prior management experience. They come from screwed up families that didn't go to college, and they can't take criticism without flying off the handle. It's a drag, but it comes with the territory.
Just because this behavior is institutionalized doesn't mean it's tolerable. You have to ask yourself, what is my goal, and how can I best accomplish it? If you're a manager and you want to get your employees to search for a renegade spy, you can either use incentive or punishment for motivation. Studies show punishment to be considerably less effective.
You got a point, but around here, punishments can be permanent.
Well, you must exercise judgment, of course. In this situation, the risk is purely financial, so I'm willing to chance the consequences. If it were life and death, I would probably do as I was told.
At least you're prudent.
You have to be.
All right, buddy, I'm gonna go search. You watch your back.
You just kind of feel as though if I just gave these guys the chance to surrender, they would. Like, do you want me to kill you now? They'll be like, yeah, no. Associate Commander Sapperstein. Henchman Frankel's body odor is beginning to affect morale. Had 2 men inquiring about transfers in the past 3 days. Again with the ping pong. I really like they cut the stalactites or stalagmites or whichever it is we have here for tables. It's nice decor.
Assault teams 1 through 4 report to Terminal B for mission outfitting. We are now at Transition Omega.
Thank
Well,
you.
everyone, I'm off to start a war.
Are you now? How did Santa get anything in here? Lava. Very nice. Oh crap. I have to use the mascara on this one.
Pursuing target. Intruder detected. System error. System error. System error. System error.
What?
Pursuing target.
Starting next Tuesday, we've arranged for a mandatory laundry service for all Secret Lair henchmen. Drop laundry in Cabin D by 9 AM. Failure to comply results in 50% salary penalty for the week. Please consider your colleagues' comfort and welfare, and remember that we work in a poorly ventilated subterranean environment. Thank you for your assistance. So, let's see. You are largely indestructible to... Let's see how we go with grenades, huh? Great. Oh, that'll do it. Whoa. Whoa. So, what's the thing we actually... Here we go. Cheese it! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I still die!
There's numerous goons. Now, where were we?
Did you hear that bastard was planning to do a presentation on Project Lambda at this year's International Crime Conference?
He wasn't even on the project.
I know, can you believe it?
So they talked him out of doing it?
Nah, they just threw him to the sharks.
That'll shut him up.
Won't it ever?
You're asking for it!
I actually thought the silence weapon actually did what it was supposed to do for once. Chaos Invasion Plan Part 3 Occupation. Once the island has been secured, we will begin Operation Occupation Nation Emancipation Initiation. Phase 1 starts with a thorough inventory of the island's surviving residents, followed by Phase 2, in which we sell them all to a pharmaceutical company for medical experimentation. For Phase 3, we will issue a statement to international press announcing the establishment of the Harm Happy Adventure Theme Park Island. Now I know I muddled up some of the things I've said so far in regards to, like, just reading people's names and stuff like that, but getting Emancipation Proclamation Nation all together in once? Come on. Kudos for that, right? Again, cheese, etc.
Here comes Papa.
So how are we going for skill points here? Still short of anything meaningful. Yeah. Well, it is artificial. I could probably jump in. It's probably not actually that hard.
It is I, Dmitri Volkov. I look forward to our next meeting. I suspect it will be sooner than...
Okie dokie. Medic! Let's just keep on moving. There's a point where I honestly just prefer to just walk them over and just grab the ammo, but oh well. Sweet revenge.
Sure did. You like it?
Heck yeah. It's pretty damn spiffy compared to that crap we used to have.
It can handle temperatures up to 343 kelvins. The previous substance deconstituted at around 313 kelvins. I take baths hotter than that.
The only problem is it doesn't really look like lava.
That's actually by design. Our first few prototypes were very naturalistic, but the focus group results weren't where they needed to be. So we said, hell with it. Let's just concentrate on making it look cool.
What was wrong with the realistic stuff?
People take reality for granted, so it's hard to impress them with your garden variety liquid magma. Why do you think we have our headquarters in underground caverns? It'd be a lot cheaper and more convenient to lease an office building, but then you get potential clients who don't think you're evil enough for the really high-profile operations.
Makes a lot of sense.
Take a look at the latest Criminality Monthly. They profile two evil organizations, Misery Incorporated and Fist of Injustice. If you look at their CVs...
What's the CV?
Curriculum vitae? Like a resume? Anyway, Misery Inc. is a way more sophisticated outfit. Fist of Injustice is strictly third-rate. Kidnappings, extortion, the petty kind of stuff any guy with a two-car garage and a mental disorder can pull off. But they've got a much better rep in the criminal industry.
No kidding. I thought they were pretty much on par with us.
We've got more evil in our daycare center than they have in their entire organization. But they hired a top-rate design firm to help them with their lair.
Is that the place that's sort of a science fiction, medieval dungeon kind of thing?
That's the one. I'll bet it's all held together by strings and chewing gum, but it sure impresses the media.
Some villainy tips for you there. Such talent thrown away. From Carly Isadora Theo, Activities Coordinator. Code Red Alert. She's off the phone with the director's mother. She's planning a surprise visit next week and sometime until October. She wants me to repair the guest house for her. I offered to book her tickets for her, but she said she doesn't want to end up in Burma this time. What should I do? It is lovely looking lava.
Where do you think you're going? We have unfinished business to attend to. Last time we met, it was beneath the ice. This time, it is over a lake of boiling artificial lava.
I thought it was a skiing accident. Come on.
Evil woman!
So he's basically a cyber demon. What's wrong? Lost control of your fancy little wheelchair? Huh? What is fake? So he's probably okay. Don't lose her 3.
I thought I might run into you. I knew I would run into you. What do you say we pretend we didn't see each other? I can't. Here I come!
Oh, so much for skipping that for the cutscenes. It looks so plain without the fancy evening twilight light. Just grab what Santa's got for us here.
Ow, that hurt! Ow.
Whoa.
Come back here!
I expected that to do more damage, I'll be honest with you.
We don't have a chance. Hi-ya! Face me! I've got you.
Oh, hi.
Come back here.
Ah.
I was wrong to have spared your life all those years ago. You've been nothing but a disappointment. Sayonara.
Oh!
Now you're my Chewbacca.
Damn it. Are you all right? Can't say much for your taste in employers. He was like a father. You're better off as an orphan. I am in your debt. Then will you please stop trying to kill me? What's wrong? Nothing is wrong. Well, I'm late to a war. Sayonara.
Well, it's been a whole lot shorter than I remember, but I believe we've arrived at Endgame.
Okay, Perkins, take us up. Aye, aye, sir. All hands prepare to deploy invasion force.
We're detecting an unidentified submarine near the coastline. They slipped through the blockade.
Attention all personnel, we are at DEFCON 2. Repeat, we are at DEFCON 2.
Think the president would let me push the button?
I'm surprised he let you use a telephone.
President Johnson is about to address the American people.
My fellow Americans, it is my grave duty to inform you of a crisis unfolding in a far-off land many of us have never even heard of. Even as we continue to endeavor toward peace in Vietnam and a settlement to the continuing crisis in the Middle East, a dangerous new menace has cast its shadow over the tiny island nation of Chios in the Sea of Marmara off the coast of Turkey. For decades now, we have lived with a constant abiding fear of war against the Soviet Union. During the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962, we came as close as any of us would ever hope to come. It is therefore with deep sadness and frustration that I must brace the American
save us all.
All stop! Aye, aye, sir! Perfect. Begin deployment.
We're picking up an inbound jet fighter. The pilot is giving the code Fox Hunt.
Kate!
What? Damn that meddlesome girl!
Didn't think you'd make it.
Neither did I. Where's the ammunition?
On its way. Bruno says they finished assembling the capsules. They'll be airdropping it to us any moment.
Good. We should be able to hold out as long as Dr. Schenker's super soldier tonic does what it's supposed to.
And boil them alive.
I have an idea. Stay here and make sure nobody gets near that flag.
All right. I guess it's on.